have a couple more minutes. So I'll go over because I know some of you just came in, so I'll re-go over it again. So the first thing is they have a specific goal in mind and they envision the goal. So it's nice if you say, oh, I want to be fluent in Italian. Okay, but that's very vague. It's not specific. Now, if you say, oh, I want to be able to be conversationally fluent in Italian in 6 months. Okay, that's a good start. That's specific, you know? And then you take it further. You envision yourself. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. See, now it's messed up. Can you see me? I don't know if it's because I went to message Kia and let her know I'm live because I guess it didn't send this time around. I guess it didn't send. She said, I just saw as I went back to Facebook. Yeah, I guess it didn't send it out. But so then not only do they have that specific goal in mind. Okay, cool. So not only do they have that specific goal in mind, but they also envision that. They're like envisioning themselves. Okay, they might envision themselves that they're in Italy speaking Italian with the natives. They may envision themselves, you know, whatever it is that your goal is. Whether it's just to be fluent conversationally, you want to have working proficiently, be able to have a job, whatever it is, you then envision that. You're going to be successful if your goal is specific and you envision that goal. You can also set a goal to order food at a restaurant and have a small conversation as a mini goal to work towards in your target language. This way, it's something really concrete that you can work towards when learning your language of choice. Yes, exactly. That's a very specific goal, specific milestone. So you be specific with your milestones as well. The next thing is they don't doubt themselves. They know they can do it. And I was saying, like with German, I never doubted that I was going to become fluent in German ever. I just knew it was going to come with time. I just had to keep going because I knew for a fact I could become fluent in German. Why? Because the kid that I was hanging out with, the guy that I was trying to learn German for, the other kids spoke English. And they spoke English like me. Like, we could speak English and understand each other. They had heavy accents, but they could speak. So I knew if they can learn to speak English, I can learn to speak German. So I knew it was going to come. It's just a matter of time. I just had to continue to learn and let time do its thing. And that's what happened. So successful language learners don't doubt that they can do it. They never doubt that they can do it. They know they can do it. They just know that they have to, you know, put forth the effort until eureka, it comes, right? They also embrace the challenges that come along with the territory. And that's also because they know they can do it. So when the challenge presents itself, they're not automatically like, oh my God, I'm never going to speak German. I don't understand these declension cases. Or, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to speak Spanish because I don't understand the subjunctive. Or, oh my God, I'm never going to be fluent in French because this conditional, I can't understand it. I'll never get it. They don't do that. I mean, maybe they do that. And then, you know, they snap themselves back to reality. But they're not defeated by the challenges. This comes along with the territory. Anytime you take up a new hobby and you pursue your passion, you're learning a new skill, whatever the case may be, it's not going to always be downhill. Sometimes it's going to be uphill. You know what I'm saying? And you have to embrace that. You know, one of the things that I do is I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So if I notice that things are uphill, I just keep telling myself, you know what? Pretty soon I'm going to be all the way up the hill and I'm going to be coasting downhill in a second. Like, this is going to be a distant memory. In a year, I'm going to be looking at this laughing like, I can't believe I was worried about that. I can't believe I thought I wasn't going to be fluent. I can't believe I was struggling with that. It's a distant memory. Like, I keep telling myself this is going to be a distant memory. So embrace the challenges and know that they're just temporary. You're not going to be struggling. You're not going to be trying to get fluent forever. You will eventually be fluent. Like, you have to embrace this is a challenge and you'll get over it. It just comes with the territory. You sacrifice free time to focus on studying and developing your language skill. So I'm not saying you got to sacrifice 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours a day. If you have that, that's great. Some people do have that. We're in quarantine. Some of us is still in quarantine. You may still have that time. If you don't, if you're busy like me, I have conflicting priorities. You know what I'm saying? I work full time. I'm a student. They say it's part-time, but it feels full-time to me. You know, I'm doing a master's program. I have this program. I have this platform. And then on top of that, this digital community is a multi-platform. So what does that mean? That means I'm active here inside of the group. then I'm active on the public page, then I'm active on Instagram, then I'm trying to keep my website current. You know what I'm saying? So I have to carve out some time too, but I don't have 4 hours a day unless I consolidate. Unless I consolidate tasks, which I talked about in live yesterday and today, or I integrate the content with the language, or I integrate my activities with the language. So those are some ways to kind of consolidate the task if you can't carve out time specifically just to focus on language learning, right? Because that's the reality. The reality is some of us ain't got the time. We don't have, our 24 hours go fast. It's the bottom line. It is what it is. Some of us cannot just say, I'm going to carve out 30 minutes just to focus on Spanish. Some of us don't got that. So you got to be smart. Guess what? I got to do laundry. I got to clean my house. Let me put this Spanish podcast on while I'm doing laundry, while I'm cleaning the house. You know what I'm saying? I got to work out today. That's a non-negotiable. I work out every day. Let me find a YouTube channel in my target language that has workouts that I like, so that way I'm getting the language while I work out. That you're going to have to do that. If you cannot sacrifice the time, you have to consolidate tasks. It's just what it is. And it's cheating, but it's still a way to sacrifice. So you have to do that. What are you getting your master's in? I'm getting my master's in International Management and Information Systems. So it's basically like a kind of a hybrid between a business degree and an informatics degree, because I always wanted to go into computers, but I let the high school guidance counselor dissuade me from doing computers. And, you know, that I didn't know any better. I thought the guidance counselor knew what was best for the students. So I just pursued a business degree because I couldn't think of anything I want to do besides being a lawyer. And I had made the decision I didn't want to be a lawyer. So basically, I've just been floating through life because I don't know what I want to do. And then I came across this opportunity to still study computers, but do it in a way where I wouldn't have to completely reset all those credits that I got. Like, I'll have to redo my bachelor's, basically. And I didn't want to do that. So this is a way to continue my education, but also get the information technology portion of it. I want to build conversational skills, but there are always so many people who respond to those who post that request. How do you know who to respond to? Especially when your native language is English, and that's your bargaining chip. You're always going to get a lot of people, especially when your language is English, because that's the lingua franca right now. So you're always going to get that. And it is. Trust me, I know, because I be on Tandem. It's like I have to log out of Tandem sometimes. Like, I have to log out of Tandem because I'm just like, I gotta go. I'm so sorry, babe. But real quick, to answer your question, it's just trial and error. Like, try to have the conversation with them. If the minute they do anything you don't like, skirt next, because you got options. You got a list of people who is ready and willing to get it popping with you. You got people who is ready to get it popping with you. I'm sorry, I gotta go because I just realized it's 8 o'clock. I have my interview now. I'm hype. I'll come back after the interview, and you guys can ask me questions, which will be probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Love you.